Before we get to today's episode, I never really talk about myself or what I do. Over my shoulder right here are my two children's books, Robot Fish and Dinosaur, both available on Amazon. I don't know why I just did this. No idea. But they're both available on Amazon. The book directly to the right of them, Trump Unleashed, looks a little different now. It is a brand new pea yellow cover to complement number 2. the cheeseburger juice brown cover, Trumpy on the Run, both available on Amazon right now. Check them out. Link is in the description below. Also, if you really love this video, hit the subscribe button. I am looking at my screen right now. Subscribe button is right here. Like or subscribe. It would do wonders for my growing business. Let's get to the video. We are drawing Charles Hoskinson today. Last time it was Brad Garlinghouse. Today it's kind of a different thing because it is King Charles. No, not that King Charles. And not that one either. Yes, that one right there. Interestingly enough, a screen capture of the time he was talking about his gout. I don't know why I took that screen capture. I thought it was funny at the time that the screenshot would be while he was talking about gout going from his toe to his ankle. Whatever. It's a pretty good screenshot. So we're making him a king today. Why? Because the Cardanians, the ones who are into Cardano, into ADA, really love this guy. He is the king. He is the king of everything. That's my Rudy Giuliani. Wow.
Wow. All the networks.
I was going to have to draw CH at one time. There was going to be a time where I was going to have to draw this guy. May as well get it out of the way. Let's do it right now. We are going to draw Charles. And what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to start with the head. And I'm going to have him on a throne. So what I'm going to do here is he's always sitting down. He's kind of hunched over. So we'll have that. We'll have this. Here's his waist. His legs can go here. And notice what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to figure out the basic shape of the body. It'll be his right hand. And he'll hold a staff with a globe on top. Because we all know, I'm sure he talked to Zuckerberg and the lot and said, well, you had your shot at conquering the world. Now it's my turn. So we're going to do this. And again, I'm just, the thumb's right there. Fingers are right here. Nothing final just yet. All I'm doing right now is putting together the shapes, where they're going to be. And let's see what I'm going to do here. What I teach my kids, let's redo the head a little bit, make it a little shorter. You do a plus sign. Basically, when you're doing a head, it's like this. Plus sign right here. Chin maybe goes right here. Eyes go right here. Then you have the structure, the jawline. Ear goes here. Nose usually goes right here. Mouth goes right here. Eyebrows go right here. So that's basically how you start off with a head. When you're looking at Hoskinson, he has kind of an oval head. It's kind of an interesting dealio here. So let's just he's not thin like Vitalik Buterin, Viagra butane, or however you pronounce that name. But he does have kind of a roundish face. When you look at his hairline, I see a tuft of hair at the top, but his hairline does kind of come all the way around, like this, very thin. But he does have a little tuft of hair right here. It's not going to matter much because I'm putting a crown on him. I'm going to put a crown right here. So what you want to do is you'll draw the entire hairline, and anything you put on top of his head, of course, anything beneath that's going to be erased. But you want to draw as much as you can first. You want it to be even. You don't want it to look like you just drew half of it because then the shape will be off. And again, it's not a bucket. No, he doesn't have a bucket on his head. He could. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm just drawing the basic shape first, and I'll get to it later on. This is what we've got so far. His nose comes down to about right here. I would say he doesn't have much of an upper lip. That's just my impression. There's the mouth right there. Again, I'm basing this face on the gout from toe to ankle picture I mentioned earlier. His eyes will go about right here. Again, these will not be the final eyes. I'm just putting something right here to kind of gauge maybe the overall shape of his eyes. Now, the eyebrows, I drew Brad Garlinghouse last time. He had these very distinctive eyebrows. Hoskinson's no different. He has eyebrows that come way up like this. I'm going to have this one cocked even higher because I'm basing it on the image I screen captured. His nose, kind of a basic nose, nothing special. His beard and his hair always change, but based on what I see here, you kind of, the way I could judge the bottom of the beard to the bottom of the lip, I'm trying to look at how far the bottom of the lip to the middle of the nose might be. It's about right here. You kind of eyeball it. You look at the distance between maybe the bottom of the lip and the bottom of the beard, and you just kind of figure out, okay, where else that same length applies. Is it from the top, is it from the tip of the nose to the top of the eyebrows? Is it from the top of the bridge of the nose to maybe to the top lip? You're trying to gauge size comparisons here and proportions. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a cartoon, but you want to be close. And someone's doing a laundry load. Great, the whole place shakes when the laundry's going. It's a nice apartment complex, but it is a little old. Again, a cartoon. Doesn't have to be perfect here. You just want to, and another thing, he does have a little bit of soul patch right here. So it's almost kind of a Bob Rossish, a Bob Ross kind of beard, where it does kind of come down and kind of come up a little bit right here. Again, I'll go in here later on and do some details. I will show you exactly what I'm working on here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you have a better idea of what I'm working on here. His bottom lip is kind of square like this, like so. And okay. For the crown, normally I'd go to the body here. The body is going to be covered in a cape. Not called a cape. Whatever the furry things kings wear. I'm having a senior moment. My apologies. I'm probably going to write it down on the screen. A robe, I guess. So I'm really only going to concern myself with where the arm is. So he'll have an arm right here. I just want to know where the arm goes here. And maybe he'll have his hand right here. I'm covering this with a robe anyways, but you want to know how it's draped. So obviously it'll be draped right here. It'll come around like this. You want to know where the joints of the arms are. So when you clothe him in this robe, you know how it's going to form over him. So I'm not really too worried about how his body is right now. What I am more concerned about is drawing his crown. And I am actually, I'll put up on the screen right now exactly what I'm basing this crown on. Because crypto's not real yet. Not just yet. So he's going to be wearing a Burger King crown. The Burger King crown will have a circle here and a circle here. These aren't real circles, they're cutouts. You'll see in a moment what I'm doing. This is actually going to be one half of it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, to this weird clover shape here, here, and here. And then you're going to duplicate this pattern right here, clover shape right here, and you're going to duplicate this right here. You don't have to draw the other side of the clover because it's going around. But what you'll do is probably, because this is the top, you'll have a duplicate clover on the other side. And maybe something like this. Don't worry about details just yet. And instead of the Burger King logo, which normally would go right here, I'm going to superimpose a Cardano logo. I, off the top of my head, can't draw it. It's like a sunburst or a starburst or something, but it's going to go right there. It's going to go right there and right there. And you have a line right here. I don't know what version of the Burger King crown this is. I just pull it off the intranets. I haven't gone to Burger King in ages. Can't stand the stuff. But it's apt. Sometime soon, crypto will be a thing worldwide. But for now, it's not a real crown. Not just yet. Now, let's go back to the robe. And we're just going to... Let's have it down on this way here. Going around the legs and draping down. This would be the furry part that's usually like a leopard print or whatever it is. And it's nice and furry. Comes all the way up here. He'll probably have... should I? No, you know what? I'm going to put his Lamy pens right here. He has these Lamy pens. I think that's what it's called. Actually, it wouldn't look like that. My mistake. They would look... Let me zoom in here. I really want these because it's a distinctive feature of his. He always has these pens. Usually 2 of them. And they have this kind of hairpin kind of clip. Always in his pockets. I think they're Lamys. I think they're German. They're fountain pens, but they also make regular pens too. But their fountain pens are quite good, might I add. Now, here, again, you're going to have it draped like this. So this is going to come down here, and it's almost like having a towel draped over your shoulders, and you're kind of... It's tough to describe. You just use your eyes. I don't have to describe it with my words. Just look. And should he be on a throne? Sure, why not? No, he's going to be on an office chair. Now, if he's on an office chair, I can come in right in here. And I changed my mind. Now, what I'm going to do first here, the office chairs usually have an armrest right here. That's going to affect the draping of this, because it's going to go over the armrest right here. So in pencil phase, know what's affecting the drape of this robe. And you're probably not, because you might see a little bit of it right here. I am going to assume he's got regular pants on. We don't see him. We only see it from the chest down. He might not be wearing any pants. I don't know what they do in Colorado. So I'm a California boy, born and bred in Southern California. Maybe Colorado, they don't wear pants. I have no idea. My sister lives in Colorado Springs. I should ask her that question. She might hang up on me. Oh, maybe I shouldn't ask her that question. I'll say, Valerie, does your husband wear pants when he's just hanging around? She'll say, what kind of question is that? What kind of brother are you? Well, give him a... There we go. Okay, then he's got... Should I wear... I don't think he should be wearing Birkenstocks. I don't think he's that type of guy. Or Crocs. I think he's just like wearing regular shoes. That's my guess. And you've got the gas cylinder right here. And the legs for the office chair right here. You don't see the other side of the office chair, obviously, because this is in the way. And right here, because Southern California is the center of the world, let's make the center of this globe Southern California. Actually, no, it'll be higher than that. A good way of doing this if you're drawing a globe is to draw the equator first. Make it's right there, then you'll have Mexico and Central America, Ecuador, Florida, God forbid. Maybe a little bit of Africa right here. And then we'll round off this globe when we get to the final phase. We're going to bring in the staff down here like so. I don't know what he should say. He has a lot of sayings, but I'm not exactly sure what he would say in the situation. Maybe I'm not the king you are, but do you really believe that? Yeah, the guy is going to do what Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg, and probably Jeff Bezos couldn't accomplish, owning the world. So if he says, "Oh, I'm not the king, you're really the king," he could say that, I suppose. I don't think anybody will believe him. So let's get his hand right here. I'm actually right now putting my hand on my own knee to see exactly where the thumb falls. The thumb will fall about right here. And he'll have his usual button-down shirt. Let me go into the eyes. Let me go into the face again. And let me bring this down so you can see what's going on. His eyes kind of do this. They kind of slope down just a little bit. He's got big pupils. I don't know what that's all about. He just has very dark eyes. His pupils are very prominent. And that's fine. No knock on him. That's just the way his face is designed. So let's see. His nose is actually kind of pointy. So let's do this. Something like this. And let's make sure the bottom of his teeth are showing. Tongue goes about right here. He doesn't really have a separator between. Usually, sometimes you have something right in between. I could put something right here. It's not a huge deal. And is his beard furry? Yeah, not really. It's clean cut. He's one of those Lamborghini guys. He's properly coiffed. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Ferrari people. My mistake. The Lamborghinis are the rough and tumblers, the rich ones. They're rough and tumble and they're worth billions of dollars. I want to move his ear a little lower. It was too high. If you look at him, the ear usually comes up to about right here. It was a little too high. So let's drop this down a little bit. He's got a little bit of a curve to it. And let's see what we've got here. Anything else? Maybe a little line right here. Maybe a little line. Oh, his glasses, of course. Silly me. What's a picture of Charles Hoskinson without his glasses? I mean, really? That's like drawing Rambo without blood. Here we go. I don't know why I just said that. I saw a Rambo film the other day. Maybe I was just... Nope, that goes higher. That works. Okay. And I will ink this and give him a little something to say, and we'll be right back. Well, there you are right there. Charles Hoskinson, robed in Cardano colors as best I could. My Copic set on my Autodesk sketchbook doesn't have the exact blue that Cardano specifies in their kit, but it's close enough. He's saying what we all know to be true. Polkadot is a horrible name. A good platform, mind you, but not a very good name. No, we'll see what happens. There are going to be competitors sometime soon when Ethereum implodes. So we'll see what happens in 2021 with both platforms. I'm really bullish about Cardano. I own the vast majority of my crypto profile is in Cardano, so I really do like this platform. I think Hoskinson's a really good guy. And so on and so forth, etc., etc. There it is right there. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please hit the like or subscribe button, or both, if you so choose. Down there, it'll really help me out a lot in my quest to gain more viewership. Until next time, see ya!